I'm the Rodriguez cousin.
My love. But ¿y se fue? Stop it! Yes.
I'm not a diver.
What's up? Welcome back to another Drives with Denise. Guys, Dios adelante, it feels like it's gonna be a good year of like reaping what you've sowed, especially because it's the year of 8. If you guys know me, you know on this platform we love numerology. Number 8, I hold it very close to my heart. If you know, you know. Life path number. It's a very special day and month for me, and I just feel like the year of abundance and flow, balance is in full effect. I feel like the month of January for a lot of us went by a little slow. I was like having mutual conversations about the topic of how it felt and the energies of just this slow pacing beginning. I think I very much practiced going at my own pace, taking my time and being on my own flow without worrying about what the society norm was for the month of January. Close this because I feel like you guys might not hear me. It has been pouring rain in Los Angeles. Your girl loves the rain. Me encanta estar en la lluvia, but honestly, I feel like I had a near-death experience. But we were basically in like a rainstorm for the last few days, and for most of those days I stayed indoors. I was not driving because I genuinely feel like, I don't want to sound negative, but people in LA drive a little reckless, just a norm, and during the rain, no. So personally, I try to stay off the roads because your girl has never been in an accident, thank God. And I don't plan on being in one at all in my lifetime, in this lifetime. But I will say this, I was on my way to one of my friend's house, going through the canyon, which is the mountains here in LA. Most of the time, if you have to travel from like city to city, you're most likely gonna drive through the mountains and the canyons. I love a canyon. I love a good view. I love a good tree. Like, your girl strives driving through the canyon. I feel like it's a reset to my whole body, my energy. Like, it's like a meditative moment for me. On this day, it hadn't started raining yet. It hadn't started. I don't even know if that's proper English. But anyways, you guys understand me. As I'm driving through the canyon, everything's fine. The weather's fine. Pero de la nada, comienza a llover. It's coming down hard. Next thing I know, from like moment to moment, it's pitch black outside. I'm all the way at the top of the canyon. Here, you're going through the mountain. It's not everything is blocked off when it comes to the edge. You could very much roll off the edge at any second through most of these canyons here in LA. I was very much on a side where there was no railing on the edge and it was just a two-way street. Dodging debris because there's definitely rocks, mudslides that are now happening because of how hard it's starting to rain. But I did have to detour, and it was the scariest detour I've ever made in my life. I come across a rock that had rolled down or fallen down the mountain. It was so big I couldn't just go around it. I had to make a U-turn. When I tell you that the only thing I could rely on was prayer, I just started praying. I had a little pep talk with myself like, Denise, you cannot freak out right now. You're gonna have to put on your big girl pants. Obviously, the back of my mind, the worst case scenario was starting to like roll in. Let the clips roll. Like, I was like, absolutely not. We are not going to worst case scenario. We are gonna envision myself getting to my girlfriend's house, and we're gonna turn this car around. Everything's gonna be okay. I'm gonna be guarded, protected, and we're gonna make it home. Like, we're gonna make it. If it's one thing we're gonna do. I did the U-turn. We made it with a lot of prayer. I knew that as soon as I got to my girlfriend's house, I was gonna start crying, because I wasn't allowing myself to cry in the moment, because I knew if I freaked out, I was just gonna freak out and freeze, and it's just not the time. As soon as I get to my girlfriend's house, she's so excited, like, that I'm there. God, I'm so happy you made it. Why'd she say that? That was my trigger. As soon as she said that, I looked at her and I said, I'm overwhelmed. And I started bawling, because your girl was scared. Never again am I driving through the canyon during a rainstorm. Not for me, especially not in a coupe. I'm all here for a rainstorm, just not driving through a canyon during it by yourself. Genuinely feel like the air smells better. It feels better. That being said, I just wanted to come on here and talk to you guys a little bit about the energies and what we've been feeling. So the new moon is in Aquarius. Aquarius is all about transformation. It's a sign that teaches you detachment, if you want to look at it that way, because as an air sign, Aquariuses are very independent. They're very much about their path and just almost having like tunnel vision in a way. At least that's how I perceive Aquariuses. New moon is for setting intentions and taking inspired action. I like to focus on short term and long term. So I think it's a time where you want to sit with yourself and ask yourself those questions of, where do you see yourself by the end of the month? Or where do you see yourself in 5 months? And then continue and reach, till the end of the year. But really start putting into perspective those desires that you have, and envisioning the type of person that you want to be. What personality traits does she have? What hobbies does she have? How does she move? How does she talk? How does she feel? And considering that this new moon is in Aquarius, it's very much helping us let go of the old realities and detach from that old story or the old self that we could have been in that moment. In quantum physics, they teach us how every version of ourselves lives in a different dimension, and we live in a world of multiple dimensions. Multiple realities exist all at once. So in order for you to make a quantum shift or make a quantum leap into a different version of reality, you have to shift yourself, and that's how you get there. And this new moon is helping us do that, especially considering it's in Aquarius. Aquarius being one of the signs that teaches you detachment. I don't know about you guys, but I've definitely noticed that I've been put in a lot of circumstances that reflect an old reality that maybe I had experienced a few years ago, or just a time prior to the present moment. Just to be honest, I used to have a hard time with like letting people and situations go. I was just the person that truly would have loved if everything stayed in your life forever. But of course, I've been very much given the lesson that in this life everything is temporary in the most beautiful way, just like the seasons. Like, everything has a season. I think we're in a time right now where we're mastering making space with courage and letting go of those old beliefs and circumstances that genuinely don't serve us anymore. I, for one, know I could have given a lot of situations, people in my life the benefit of the doubt in certain circumstances, but I've learned that in a way the benefit of the doubt, it's almost like this illusion that our ego creates to prevent us from making a change, because our ego likes to stay the same. And the change that we're supposed to be making by responding differently to this circumstance is only going to benefit our future self. I know we talked about this on this platform before, how you want to always focus on the future present reality. That is how you continue to manifest your deepest desires and just ascending in your life, growing, evolving, maturing. It's by you focusing on the future and what you want to create, but appreciating the present and very much balancing in that gratitude. It's a practice and a dance between surrendering and trusting and just letting it go in peace, because you know that there's something better coming, because if not, you wouldn't be put in a position to let this go. definitely am a sole believer that the universe or God or whatever you want to name it doesn't put you in a place of letting something go that still serves you in your life. Only what serves its purpose. And because of that knowing, I trust in that, because you know the universe always has your back and it's always taking care of you. And as long as you're being nice and kind and you're not harming anyone and you're standing firm in healthy boundaries with yourself and others, then there is nothing but better that can come out of any change that's occurring in your life. And guys, you know how I feel about astrology and astronomy. At the end of the day, to me, this is a science, and it used to be taught in schools. They just took it out. I wonder why. When I started truly following the lunar phases and relating them to my own personal circumstances in my own life, it just helped me create a blueprint of how to get through it. And that's why I love to come on here and talk to you guys about, you know, the lunar phases or just what's going on in energy, because I know it truly brought me clarity, and I hope that it brings you guys clarity in whatever circumstances you guys can be dealing with right now. My new moon routine and my full moon routine really stay the same every month, but they do consist of these journal and meditation times to either bring in the new or let go of the old. So hopefully it helps you guys just navigate these changes that we're all going through. The pandemic happened, guys, and the world went back to normal, and I never did. My life changed forever after the pandemic, and if you've been here long enough, you know what changes I'm talking about. And again, all in good faith, I am so happy with the changes that I've made to my work life and to myself internally. I hope this helped. Happy new moon. Sending you guys all the love and light I can. I'm sending you a huge hug. We'll talk soon. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe to my channel. Nos vemos.